everybody. Doug Bryce here from the Agave Social Club podcast. Just had a new episode come out today. Would love for you to check it out, hear the entire story wherever you listen to podcasts. From time to time, I want to feature new brands that I think are going to make a big impact in the industry, brands that you're starting to see a lot more. And this past episode is one of those brands. So I was able to speak with Juan Coronado, the co-founder of Mijenta Tequila. Beautiful presentation, glass topper here, a lot going on here that he goes into why they're doing everything the way they're doing it here. We've got 100% recycled glass. All this paper is actually like dried agave. It's like they dried out and they can make paper into it. Sounds interesting. So everything coming from the earth, going back to the earth. They didn't want to be making new glass. They didn't want to be making any further impact into the environment. Very important to them to making sure that they are leaving everything better than they found it. Juan Coronado has a massive background in the industry. He's a small AA. He used to be the New York Times tequila expert. He's done a lot of bar programs. He's very well versed in the service industry. And his whole idea is, hey, let's just serve. Let's serve people and give them a great experience. He teamed up with a lot of different people for this project, Ana Maria Romero being one of them. She is a very well-respected maestra. 2020, she won Maestra of the Year. So she knows her way around tequila. She also wrote the book Aromas of Tequila, which is a profile book of hundreds of aromas and flavor profiles. So she definitely knows what she's doing. She teamed up with Juan. They came out first with the Blanco last year, towards the end of last year. This was very highly rated on Tequila Matchmaker. This is a very bright, fresh tequila. Beautiful, beautiful Blanco. They went with a glass topper, actually seals really well. They didn't want to have to be dealing with corks. They didn't want corks to come in and contaminate the juice. And they wanted to have something, again, that is self-sustainable, so all recyclable. And also hearing these two clicks, that to them, when they hear that, he loves hearing that, knowing, man, someone's making a cocktail with our tequila. So beautiful topper here. It seals really well. Man, really, really fresh on the nose. This is a very solid Blanco. We talked through the process. We talked through why they decided to do this. There is a story here that they are telling, and a lot of it goes back to the legends, the folk tales on how mezcal started, leading into how tequila started. So they're paying homage to that through the packaging here. You've got the bunny here. What's really cool, if you look carefully throughout the field, there are hidden bunnies, which I did not know until Juan told me that. So, man, very intentional about everything that they're doing. This pinkish, reddish coloring, the reason why they went with this is because when Juan would walk through these fields, he'd always be wearing white Chucks, white Converse shoes. He would be walking through this mineral-rich, reddish soil in these fields. And every time he'd come out of those fields, his Converse were no longer white. They had this exact kind of pinkish hue. So we talked through all of that. And then just a few months ago, they released their Reposado. They're doing some different things here with barrel aging, different types of barrels. If you know anything about Ana Maria, she loves kind of playing with different barrels and seeing what flavors we're gonna get if we stack this type of barrel with this type of barrel and blend them together. So for this Reposado, we are doing a blend, different types of barrels. We talk about this on the show. And then this is aged for 6 months. So, I mean, beautiful color here, beautiful golden color, nothing going on here. We got the green, we're kind of transitioning here as it's resting. Same with the topper. Got that 2-click topper. And there's a lot of flavors going on here. This, for me, I had to let this sit a little bit. I had to take my time with it to just take a sip and immediately try to understand what's going on, as there's a lot of complexity here. But at the end of it, then we get a beautiful earthiness, some vanilla. We get some of those barrels coming through. Definitely well worth giving this a shot or a sip. We don't shoot tequila, we sip it. But you do whatever you want to do. I had a pleasure talking with Juan. You could just see, man, he is all about serving. His background in the service industry is really coming through here, as he has kind of worn many hats throughout the process. And now with him getting to kind of share his vision of tequila. Man, he started, I think he said in 1996, he went to Mexico for his first trip, and he just immediately fell in love. So I want to encourage you, if you see Mijenta, go ahead and try it out. Really great tequila. Listen to the entire story as we talk through a lot about the process there. I'm seeing people post it online where they're finding it. I know siptequila.com, they just started carrying it. So, man, super easy. You can go siptequila.com. I think they have a 2-pack where you can get both the Blanco and the Reposado, save a little bit of money there, or you can buy them individually. But check them out, buy it. It'll ship it right to your door, safe and securely. Beautiful packaging, all 100% recyclable material here. Again, they want to make sure that everything is coming back into the environment. I love that they are intentional about everything. You can just tell throughout the process of how they're doing this, where they're getting the agaves from, how they're cooking them, the types of barrels that they're using when they're resting them. We talked a little bit about an añejo. They are working on an añejo, but in the interview, he says, hey, we're not in any rush for it. We're taking our time, and the añejo is going to be ready when it's ready. So this is not about, hey, we just want to launch a brand. This is not about, hey, we just need to get tequila out on the shelf. This is a well thought through process that they want to share a story before you're even drinking anything. They want to share a story. And then while we're sipping on this tequila, we're sharing another story through this rich history of how we got to have this spirit. Thank you for watching. If you like these videos, would love for you to subscribe to them, to like them, to comment. I don't know what it does, but they say it helps. And then check out the Agave Social Club podcast. Let me know in the comments what other brands that you like, any other new brands. I've got at least one other that I'm thinking of for this season of the Agave Social Club podcast. Let me know in the comments what new brands you want to see on the show. Thanks for watching.